Today we are going to be cooking the most delicious, nourishing and absolutely beautiful Indian dish, the butter chicken. It is a dish that is prepared in a mildly spiced buttery tomato base. We will begin with a chicken marination using a yogurt marinade. You can use boneless, skinless chicken thighs or breast. I personally like to use the thighs because the dark meat tastes better. To this, you are adding salt, 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder, one teaspoon of Garam Masala, 2 to 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste, 1 cup of Greek yogurt or hunk curd, few drizzles of oil, and mix them well until all the spices, the yogurt and the oil are well incorporated with the chicken thighs. Here I am adding an extra teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder for that extra color and spice. You can totally skip this portion. You are in total control of how spicy you want to make your dish for your family. Using Kashmiri chilli powder is more important as it's less spicier and it gives a natural red color to the dish. Let this stay for at least 30 minutes. The longer it marinates, the more tender the chicken will be. Once the marination is done, in a pan add few drizzles of oil and 2 tablespoons of butter. Sear the chicken on both sides until all the meat are cooked evenly and well. It's absolutely okay to keep the charred bits on the pan to make the curry, because those are blast of flavors. Once both the sides are equally cooked, remove them into a bowl and keep them aside. Don't clean the pan. Let's make the curry in the same pan by adding the whole spices to 2 tablespoons of butter. Add 1 mace, 1 bay leaf, 3 to 4 cloves, 4 pods of cardamom, 1 cinnamon stick, 8 to 9 peppercorns, and just saute them well. Add 4 cloves of garlic and 1-inch size chopped ginger. 2 medium-sized red onions chopped and stir them well. You don't have to wait until the onions are cooked through. Toss in 4 to 5 roughly chopped tomatoes. Make sure to select the tomatoes that's ripe enough. Add in whole cashews of around 40 numbers. One teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder and salt to taste. You can also add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder if necessary. That's totally optional. Need at least 3/4 cup of water for all the tomato, onions and the spice base to cook. And finally adding in 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Give it a quick stir, close the lid and let it cook for at least 14 to 15 minutes. Stir them occasionally, and once the tomatoes are done and mushy, let it cool completely and blend it into a fine silky paste and keep it aside. Into the same pan, add half teaspoon of butter and 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri chilli powder and pour the curry into this. Remember not to burn the chilli powder, you just need to heat it up. Highly recommend following this step because it helps to enhance the color and richness of the dish. As you can see, this has turned into a thick, rich and silky curry base. Check the salt and add if necessary. Adding to this 1/4 cup of fresh cream or heavy whipping cream. This addition brings out the bold flavors in the curry. The trick to a perfect curry base is to use whole spices as it brings out an extraordinary aroma. Now to this add the seared chicken and give it a good stir. For the final touch of garnish, add dry fenugreek leaves. Feel free to skip it if you don't have them in hand. Make sure to rub them against your palms before adding it to the curry. This helps to break the flavors through. Add a handful of cilantro or coriander leaves. Give it a quick mix, close and cook in low flame for 5 to 7 minutes. You can see how thick, luscious and rich this dish looks. You can serve it hot with naan or plain rice. This recipe is one of the best you will try. Before signing off, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for latest updates.